Should I get on birth control? Are the niggas like they bums? I would never ask this. Why the fuck would you ask me for $40? I ain't never missed a period in a month. I missed that period. Yeah, girl. I'm saying, I think this might be my husband. He's just so sweet and he's so reassuring and he just do everything he should be. He just don't got no money. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be a chit chat. Get ready with me, just me really talking for real. I'm actually getting ready to go shopping, so I'm just gonna do a quick little light beat and have a chit chat. Sorry, I've been watching Stephanie Sue. Y'all know I love me some Stephanie Sue. I've been watching Stephanie Sue cover the David case. Not on my 2025 bucket list. Let's go get ready for the day so I can go spend my money. My friend did my hair. One thing I love about moving to Atlanta is the fact that I have so many like hairstylists and like skilled friends now. But honestly, in Connecticut, I feel like I always found that like one person to go to and I go to them for sure. Like in Connecticut, I went to the hairstylist in Norwalk, and when I tell you she eats down, she eats down. If you're ever looking for a hairstylist, like washes hair, like she do hair. I'm not feeling the like bangs because I cut my hair. I chop my hair off 24/7. One thing about me, I'm not attached to my hair at all. In the slightest, I will cut it off. Also, ignore the background. We just got inventory, and then on top of that, my Shein clothes that I'm supposed to be putting on and modeling, but unfortunately I don't feel like it. I'm not gonna lie, the clothes are not the cutest. That's one thing about content creation where it's like sometimes you don't want to wear that shit. Like, it looks a mess, but it might be clothes for somebody, so I get it. As a content creator, you run out of space to put shit. And I'm one of those people who is running out of space to put shit, and I'm not a cluttered person, so I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed with the feeling of not having space. This is why in my future, I see a house. I 100% see a house. I used to be like, oh, I don't want to own a house because that's too much drama. Like, that's too much. Baby, I want a house. I need me a house because where am I gonna put all this shit? Like, I literally need a room for content, and then I need another room for filming content, and then I need another room for heavy set. For my vlog for my birthday, I quickly said in the video, like, I got lip filler. I said it like quickly, we all skip past it. Obviously, as a content creator, I posted that I got lip filler. And one thing about me, y'all need to get something through y'all head. I am not one of those people where if you see me get a cosmetic service or procedure, it's because I genuinely hated that about myself. Hold on, I kind of want y'all to angle. It was not because I genuinely hate myself. I feel like I'm ugly. Like, I feel like I look a mess. Like, I feel like I just need to change this about me. No, that's actually not what happened. Despite what you may think, I'm very unproblematic and I'm never really in drama. So every little thing I do that can be controversial, every little thing that I can do that can be controversial, it is controversial. Many people make it the topic. So when I got my lip filler, literally bullied, B-U-L-L-I-E-D'd. My blocking list is so fucking long because of the fact that, bitch, who are you talking to? This is my page. When it comes to social media, I'm not letting this shit stress me out. You're getting blocked. And like, when I say the internet was so mean, obviously I posted about it. And when I posted about it, could I have waited 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days to post about it and say like, hey, I got lip filler in my upper lip. I only got like 0.5 or like 1 or something like that. She literally only put it in my top lip and then maybe did like a little bit down here. Like maybe like a little bit on the sides because I just had a very little top lip. The first time I noticed I had a little top lip was actually because of someone else, because yo, the insecurities you have about yourself, it's always because of a comment from someone else. So one day in 9th grade, I was literally talking to my homeboy, love him. We were talking and then he was like, you know, I never really realized that your top lip little as shit. You know, average New Yorker boy, no filter. And ever since then I used to be like, oh, my top lip is little as shit. Like, I actually do have a very fucking little top lip. So then from there, I used to always think my top lip was little, but I never thought edit my lip to be bigger. Like, I never was that insecure about my upper lip. Like, not that deep, not that serious. I know what you guys may think is what other bitches may do, but I'm not them. There was a whole fucking spiel about it. So many motherfucking people made a video about 1.5 mLs of a motherfucking lip filler, and it was going viral. People were in my comments being very mean and distasteful. Like, a lot of people on the internet are low-key bullies, and none of y'all will ever say that shit to my face. So I'm like, damn, girl, that was nasty. That's why they get blocked. It's not really the fact of them being like, yeah, girl, your death's swollen, and let's just give that time to a lot, because when I be looking back at it, like even when I was editing my vlog for my birthday, I was like, damn, that lip look big. Oh, I was using some edge control on my eyebrows. Y'all know that. I spent some time on my eyebrows today. Edge control. I'm not buying no elf glue. I'm not buying no elf brow gel. I'm not buying no gel, no glue in the bottle, nothing that will hold down only my eyebrows. It needs to hold down everything, including these edges. Edge control. Like, why are we spending money on excessive stuff? Anyway, I had looked at what I looked like and I said, damn, like, cause I did look crazy. Granted, I looked a little insane, but bro, like the way people were so exaggerating, they were like, oh, you look a fucking mess. I said, oh, I feel like the internet is one of those things that just, we don't use common sense no more. Let's be mean before we make sense. That's like what the internet has come to. Everybody was like, oh, you look a fucking mess. You look ugly. Get money, they start spending money on dumb shit. Like, first of all, it was free 90 motherfucking nine. First of all, bitch, it was free. This girl hit me up. She was like, hey, you want lip filler? She had did my friend's lip filler. So I was like, okay, cool. I feel like it was just a service overall that I was like, okay, cool. Like, she was professional and everything, but I still feel like you should still treat the service, even if it's like a service for content. Be more descriptive, like talk more, you know, give more like experience for like a procedure like this. Maybe because she's in Atlanta and she's like desensitized to doing lip filler. She was like, oh girl, I'm not explaining all of that. Look it up on TikTok. You know what you're here for, it's free. Then like this one popular influencer made this TikTok and was like, oh, when y'all get y'all lip filler, y'all be looking like being shady. You see how the internet too mix up so many people. This is why I have my mentions off on TikTok. Like I explained, like I have my mentions off. Won't be turning them on, choosing peace, like choosing peace and harmony. But yeah, everybody in the comments was talking about me. She so happened to make that TikTok that night. The internet was tagging me like, hey, you're shady, like this is towards Rykky, like we don't play by my girl, da, 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 da. But she didn't seem like she was talking about me. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think she was talking about me, and who knows? I guess we'll never know. I don't really care. But I'm glad I'm not really reactive, because if I was reactive, I would have listened to the internet like, just a coincidence, I get lip filler this day, you post about having lip filler. I was like, girl, I don't think she was talking about me. That's my opinion. And if the shoe fit, wear it, bitch. She said that if you get lip filler and you look like, then you look a mess. And bitch, I didn't look like for more than like a week, so she wasn't really talking to me for her, like it wasn't really permanent. I would like to jump in real quick and thank our sponsorship for today's video. Today's video is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan. I got injured and the worst part wasn't even the pain. It was dealing with lawyers and insurance. The paperwork, the phone calls, the upfront fees. Total nightmare. That's when I found out about Morgan & Morgan. They're America's largest injury law firm, and they don't settle for lowball offers. They've won $12 million in Florida and $26 million in Philly. Way more than the insurance companies offered. And plus, you only pay if they win your case. No upfront fees at all. The best part is you can start your claim with Morgan & Morgan right from your phone. In just minutes. No calls, no paperwork, no stress. If you were seriously hurt, your case could be worth millions. You can click the link in my description, www.forthepeople.com/Rykky, or use the QR code to start your claim with Morgan & Morgan today. And thank you, Morgan & Morgan, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into it. I feel like you can look at me and be like, oh, you might have gotten lip filler if you know what my face looks like from the past. But when I talk and I'm talking regularly, I don't feel like, oh, one part of your lip is paralyzed. Like any face movement I had was before I had lip filler. Like I have a lot of, number one, I have like fake a lisp. So when I talk, sometimes I have a lisp, or like I'll talk like with one side of my mouth, like, you know, real New Yorker, like a New Yorker, like that. So people are like trying to say like it made me look like a bubble fish and this, that, and alright. I don't think lip filler is worth it if you look perfectly fine. I don't think any cosmetic surgery though is worth it if you already feel like you look perfectly fine. For what then? What the fuck is you getting lip filler? I don't know, that box, for some reason, it is really like pissing the girl off today. Does that like look like at least a little better? Like I don't know, it's something about my box being in my view that I'm like, hello? Like get the fuck on. But I wouldn't say it's worth it if you are perfectly fine. Like the process, number one, hurts like a bitch. Shit hurts. Can't cap. Overall, I would give the experience like a 6 out of 10 or like a 5 out of 10. Like it hurts so bad, and honestly it does give that like cosmetic look. It gives that cuteness, but at the same time, if you don't need it, don't get it. Like why are you putting that shit in your body? But like I didn't need it, but I still wanted it, so I got it. So I don't want to be one of those bitches. But y'all was over here like, oh, there it goes, there it begins. She done made it to Atlanta. The whole time I just wanted to see what I look like. If it ever was to migrate, then I'll get it dissolved. But can we get into the color match though? This is my skin with no concealer. This is my skin with concealer. And as you can see, like, I does that. This is no concealer. That's concealer. This is no concealer right here where my beauty mark is. Let me go over it so y'all know I'm not lying. The numbing takes longer than honestly the procedure. The procedure takes like 2 seconds. Obviously you should have somebody who takes their time, which is why I feel like I will go to someone else. Like I want someone who takes their time like a lot, but maybe she does with other people who aren't a service for content. So that's why I was like, okay, maybe this just wasn't a fair chance. If you go to someone, just make sure that they do stuff like even your lips to make sure that they're even. Like I feel like a little bit more filler went on one side than the other, but I can't prove it. I just can't prove it. Sometimes like when I take videos, I be like, why is my one lip like kind of, you know, but it come with it. Like you just know what you're signing up for. Eventually over time it will dissolve, and when it does dissolve, will I go get more? I don't know. Like it's not something that I'm like, oh yeah, I can't live it out. Now if I like my face with it and I see that it dissolved and it's dissolved, I will go get more. But if it's not, what's the point of going to get more? I like the way I look now. I like the way I looked before now. So it is what it is. I've seen like so many people covering this topic of like influencers going back to work, getting jobs and stuff like that. Like, oh, they must be broke. They must be going through it to be going to get a job and this, that, and the third. And I want y'all to really understand here that the internet has become a very hard place to be a full-time job. What I can say and what I love about my YouTube family is like peace, no drama ever. Like we don't hear about things like YouTube influencer drama. I'm completely out of the drama phase. Number one, I was never in it, but like I feel like TikTok is inevitable. Like you can't even have like a safe space to go live, or you can't even have shit like a subscribers channel or something like that for you to have private content with your supporters, because of the fact that people are going to leak it. People are going to leak it out of spite. People are going to leak it to be evil. People are going to leak it to be mean. When you want safe spaces, especially as a content creator, like when you want safe spaces and you want to like actually have like, I don't know, like just spaces where you can just talk and you don't want stuff that's going to be taken the wrong way, and you don't really want to have to filter. You just want to talk to your community who knows what you mean. That's why I have a spam who knows what you mean when you be talking. Like I feel like some people low-key be slow. Like they purposely do shit on purpose. Like they purposely try to make your words not what you was trying to say at all. And I feel like that's what the internet has came to. Social media is a job, just like any other fucking job. It's a fucking job. Like the only difference is, just like any other job, is your task and how you do that task. For some people, doing this task is very fucking easy. A lot of times their success and the things they did in life before or had in life before, you know, starting content definitely assisted them in the journey of doing content and stuff. So it makes it a little bit easier for them. But then there's some people who, like, you know, they genuinely worked for this. Like they genuinely use this as their pay, like what they use to make their money. There is no husband, there is no parent, there is no background wealth that got them to where they are now, aka a person like me. And they also too value their privacy, aka a person like me. And I think that over time you start to really value what privacy is, such as your relationships, your family, your health, things of that sort. And when you do social media full time, you literally lose all sense of that privacy. I don't know what y'all expect this to be and what y'all think it is, but we know what we're signing up for. Like we know what we're signing up for. But one thing about any job, you know what you're signing up for until you're actually in that fucking field. You will never know what it's like to fill a role until you're filling that role. You in particular, you with your own individuality. And I think that a lot of people are assuming like people are going broke because they want to remove themselves off of online, as if online is not becoming one of the most toxic like places to be, especially as a full-time career. Because remember, a job and a full-time career is something that you go to every single day. This is not something that's just a little fancy. Like, you know, these are people's every fucking day, and they cannot fucking take it no more, and they're going back to work. A lot of people are always thinking so negatively when it comes to influencers taking a step back, because y'all feel that this is all we value. It would be no other reason why this person would want to go back to work. Whole time they're constantly being bullied online every day. Their mental health is a mess. Their mental health is shit. They cannot do anything without being nailed to the cross. They cannot do anything without being literally crucified, like bullied every single day. They can't buy a house. The house is being talked about like where the house is and why the house is there, and you being a black woman and this, that, and the third. You get pregnant. Where's the ring? Where's the ring? You're in a relationship. 5 years, 3 years, y'all been dating. Where's the ring? It's so many things. You get sick, all of a sudden now people are like going on to like a whole nother thing. You literally can't even almost die in peace. Like right now on TikTok, there's like this health thing going around where this girl, she was like, it's not mutual, let me not like say like this girl, prayers to her, of course. She told everybody she got hit while walking her dogs, and like, girl, that done turned into TikTok. I'm like, geez on P, like, you really can't even almost die in peace. Imagine getting hit by a car and like people, you know, TikTok comments dropping like the news articles, because you know, now we have social media where you could drop pictures. Like, I have had people in my comment sections before when pictures started becoming available. When the whole situation happened, like with my relationship in the beginning of the year, or my old relationship, my past relationship in the beginning of the year, like I literally had people constantly dropping the screenshots of not only what the girl looked like in my comments, like I don't know. To this day, random people will post those screenshots to remind me like, hey boo, remember the worst time of your life? Obviously that shit like that hurts. You don't know people, and sometimes they have like this terrible urge to want to hurt your feelings. It might just be because they don't want to be on the internet every single day. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like one of those people where I'm like, should I go back to school? I'm not going to think about going back to school right now, because I realize I just do this thing where I be like, oh, let me just like build up my life for all these fucking problems and things, knowing I'm not ready to do it, and then I'm so unsatisfied because it was not what I was supposed to do. But some people are genuinely just tired of the fucking internet. Like, it's a very hard place to work every day with a bunch of mean, soulless people who will bring up your most traumatic experience to hurt you. We're always, or I'm gonna call myself an influencer because I feel like I have influenced a lot of people. I'm sorry. Like, I've seen the breakdown of like influencing versus content creating, and there's definitely a difference. But what I can fucking say is that influencing comes with a harder job. Influencing comes with the influenced. So yes, people can consume your content, just enjoy your content and just relate, move forward. But like when you're doing something where girls want it, that pedestal must be met or you will be crucified. Like, you will be dragged to the gods by everybody, every social platform. Social media is not the job that you just do and you enjoy it 100% of the time. You're eventually going to not like it like any other job. Are y'all getting what I'm saying here? So like, y'all hear people say stuff like this and y'all be like, man, if I had a job where I could be home all day, traveling, working anywhere from the world, I would do it. Me too. That's what I'm doing. But it still comes with you not liking it. Have y'all ever heard a remote person complain about their job? I literally have friends who work remote. We hear all the time about people who work remote and still hate their fucking job, even though they're doing it from the well-being of their own home. So I don't know how it's always so hard for people to comprehend. Influencers get tired of this social media shit and they be like, oh no, I'm going back to work. Y'all not about to be leaking what the fuck my kids look like. Y'all not about to be picking apart my husband and my choice of who I decided to marry. Y'all not about to make my little random life goals and life decisions seem so weird. Everybody will pick apart that situation. Are you know what I'm saying? But it's a part of your world. And like I said, you do know what you're signing up for. We all know, like, we're sacrificing a part of our privacy, even when it comes to little stuff. Even y'all influencers and y'all favorite influencers who swear to God they have so many boundaries. I'm a blocker. I love blocking people. You still have to acknowledge and admit that you're sacrificing a part of your privacy to do this job, and it's okay. Just admit it, boo. It's okay. You cannot be 100% private and do social media. Like, yeah, we're gonna know something about you in some sort of way, and that's what I'm saying when it comes to influencing. There's a difference between content creating, there's a difference between being famous, and there's a difference between influencing. You're going to have to open your life up in a sense. I was talking to my friend and I was like, how it's so weird sometimes where like I'm talking to guys, or I'm talking to my friends, or I'm talking to a family member and I've never met them before, or I don't know them for real, or they've never been in my personal spaces such as this room or like my apartment. I will be saying something and sometimes they'll be like, oh yeah, like you should put that over there where your bed is near. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know what my bed looks like? It's literally because of the fact that I do social media full time. Strangers on this internet know what my kitchen look like if I show it. You get what I'm saying? Strangers on the internet know what my house looks like if I show it. At a point, like, some people really do get tired of that, especially like they said, like when they have kids. Like when I have kids, I don't think that I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I don't think that when I have kids, I'm gonna be one of those, I'm not gonna be on the internet ass bitches, because it just doesn't give that. I'm not going to let kids stop my career, but at the end of the day, if my career becomes less important than those responsibilities, I'm gonna have to let this go. Like, I'm sorry, like, you know what I'm trying to say? And that's why after a lot of influencers grow up and they build success, they be ready to let this part go comfortably and move on. If I was to ever get married and I was to ever have like a husband who provided and everything of that sort, and I didn't have to work if I didn't want to, I know I would still have my interests and my hobbies and my goals. You know what I mean? This job is not what everybody thinks it is, and it's not for the weak. So if you feel like it doesn't keep up in your path anymore, you got a family, you got your man, you got your marriage, your life going on. Who the fuck want to be on this internet? Like, no shade. Like, and if it is because you need your bills paid, bitch, how many of y'all mamas and daddies got more than one job? How many of y'all got more than one job? Okay, why are we having this ass conversation? 2 days ago when I was getting my hair done, I was on the phone with my guy friend and I was talking to him about one of his past relationships, and he was talking to me about my past relationships, and he had like said something that he did for his ex, and I said, damn, mama needs some of that you got any homeboys? Like, what's going on? And homeboy was like, honestly, that is bare minimum. And the niggas you date, the reason you feel like you're not getting this is because of the fact that like you're dating niggas below your league. And he was like, you're listing out all the niggas that I dated that were below my league. And we're not talking about looks. I always date cute men. I literally always date cute men. You have a lot going on for yourself. You're 22 and you're that girl. I don't know what the hell you be having going on when it comes to your type. Mind you, we were on the phone. My other homegirl was there, and then my hairstylist homegirl. We're gonna call her hairstylist homegirl to differentiate. But or differentiate. Why do I like that word keep wanting to come out? It's not coming out. Differentiate. Particular that they were there, and when I say I felt low key embarrassed when he said that in front of everybody, because I was like, damn, like, are the niggas like they bums? Because every girl wants to say like, oh yeah, my man is having it like that. Like every girl wants to say that, but a lot of us don't have the privilege to say that. Like we want to say like, yeah, my man is having it, my man paid for this, my man did this. Especially as a girl who has her own, like I don't mind giving credit where it's due. If a man is doing what the fuck he needs to do, then my man. Yeah, he was basically like, girl, I don't know what the fuck you be having going on. You be dating bums, and that's why I feel like you're not getting what you want out of this dating pool. And I would say I feel like I am getting what I want out of this dating pool, but I do see what he mean though, because of the fact that it's like they're not able to do what I want, like in my long term. I just kind of like to hold men to like one standard that I feel like I can meet them at and they can meet me at without disappointment, because I hate liking people and then getting disappointed. So I feel like I just be liking guys who are just like good enough, like they're good enough. And don't get me wrong, like, I feel like I do date guys who are good, like even right now, like my little situationships and everything of that sort. I feel like they're all good. They're all providers. They have the setup of being providers, but sometimes it's like I met them a year ago, a couple months ago. Things that are so they didn't set out their life for me. And when I say like him saying that to me played in my head over and over and over and over, and like it still be playing in my head because I'm like, homeboy, like why did you just call me out like that? Because he called me out and it really do make sense what he's saying. I don't date guys that I feel like I need to hold to this certain standard, and I feel like it's because at the end of the day when they say when you're dating men, it's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Because I'm not confident where I'm at right now, I just date guys based off of where I'm at right now, and I think that's not smart, because in the long term I don't be seeing myself with a lot of these guys. I'll be like, oh yeah, like you cool and everything, but I don't know, I just feel like we don't want to do the same things. I want to go on the trips with my husband, like I want to live life with my husband before they're like rushing into kids. Just everything about life that's beautiful, we just achieve it. And I do know that when it is time to be in a relationship, I want God to be the main center of my relationships. So I feel like a lot of guys that I be dating, they don't be tapped in. Sometimes I find myself talking to guys and I be like, I could see that this won't be achievable while talking to you. I had linked with this one boy, not linked, we had one on a date. We were talking about religion. I'm sorry, I bring up religion on first dates. We just honestly were having like a deep overall conversation, and he like hinted at like, oh yeah, I don't believe in this and I don't believe in that. And then I was like, oh, okay. And obviously I'm always able to keep it pretty cool, because you know, you don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And just because he doesn't believe in the God now does not mean in the future like he won't have his own beliefs and won't have his own coming to God or whatever I may want in my future. But right now I know I want someone who is in that phase now. God will be the center of our relationship. We should do things in life that values God, that puts God first, but then that also too, when it comes to each other, is able to support each other and help in the long run, like in the future. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be dating nobody right now and the only thing we're doing right now is just fuck. I could just fuck and be single. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? I don't want to date nobody right now and it's like we're fucking, oh, we're doing this fucking, but I give you the title of me being your girlfriend. Like I want everything to be very intentional. I want to be able to be like, yeah, like from the beginning, we really kind of set ourselves up for this. I'm 22 now, so it's not like I'm 17 and I'm putting this standard on a relationship at 17. I'm 22, so I want to meet somebody and hear like, yeah, I have a savings account, like I have goals, I have a career path that I want to go on. Because in the long run, like I'm gonna need a husband who has discipline. I'm gonna need a husband who has health goals, who wants to live, who isn't drinking and smoking every single fucking day. And also the men who I'm dating are not 22, like they're 26, 24, older than me. So it's like, where is the success? Like where are you trying to align yourself in the long run? So he wasn't wrong, honestly. I'm not calling the guys who I talk to broke. I'm just saying that he's saying like they're beneath me, and he's not talking about like money, because some of these men have money. A lot of men aren't like really focused on loyal parts right now, and I don't want to be in a relationship again where I'm just like getting cheated on for no reason. Like girl, I'd rather just not be in a relationship because I don't want to be getting cheated on. My body and my mind always knows when I like somebody, like I know how to lock in. Like, that's not the problem. It's not that. It's that I know you're not worthy for me to lock in. You're not worthy for me to stop certain shit, because obviously you stop certain shit when you get in a relationship, because that's what happens when you're single is different when you're in a relationship. Bro, I'm not doing that with these men. Like, bro, something that commonly is spoken about every single time I'm like talking to a guy and they talk to me for a long period of time, meaning like over a course of months, meaning a few trips or a few outings they see me go to, they be like, yeah, when we're in a relationship, that shit gotta stop. Immediately I be wanting to cut them off, because I feel like the perfect guy for me wouldn't be like, yeah, I see something that you really enjoy, but because I'm insecure, I don't want to provide it for you, so you're gonna have to stop. I feel like my type of guy will be like, I see you like to go out, I see you like to party, but hey boo, as my wife, I want you in the house. Let's go on trips together. Let's do experience things together. That's the type of relationship I want. Very intentional. I get it, like we all not really coming healed no more, because at the end of the day, we all really going through it. So I get that part, but at the same time, it's like, heal yourself so that you know what you want. I want to be healed, but you can't know if you're healed unless you're in situations that are triggering you. So that's what I've really been doing. Like, I low-key just been letting niggas trigger me and see how I react to it. And I'm doing pretty good. I want the man who's gonna be like, when I take something away, it's to replace it with better. You know what I'm trying to say? It's to replace it with better. So yeah, you're not going on these trips and doing by yourself anymore, but you're doing it with me, someone who you love, someone who you care for, and we're doing it the right way. Where we gonna get married and we gonna do this. That's what I want in my life. I don't want no guy who's gonna just throw me off. Like, I want a guy who's gonna be like, babe, come on, let's go to the gym today. Like, get it together, let's get your life. Like, babe, let's go to her house today. Very intentional, very much giving. I have something going on in my life and I want to work towards it regardless if you're here or not, but you're here, so let's work towards it together. Are you getting what I'm saying? They don't do that for me, and that's why I've kind of just been like, fun dating. We're gonna just do it for fun for now, but at the same time, you know, I'm keeping my eye out for my husband. Like, sometimes I meet a match and I'm like, oh, I like this one. Oh, that might be my husband. You better take your time with this one. Now, why the fuck would you have a girlfriend? Yeah, girl, he's just so sweet and he's so reassuring and he just do everything he should be. Yeah, he just don't got no money. Are you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the fuck be happening. It's like, bro, no. Why the fuck would you ask me for $40? I'm not doing relationship content. I don't want to do relationship content, but I mean, I don't want to have to feel like I have to stop doing content to please him. You came in my life, you see what I'm doing. I don't want to date an insecure man who cannot date a social media content creator where he can't understand that scrutiny happens, period. Don't date me if you cannot handle me doing social media. It's very fair and simple. Just don't date me. It's so annoying to date a man and he's like, you post this and you post too much, you post this, you post this, you post this. It's like, bro, like, okay, I have a lot of emotional intelligence, but I just don't waste it on people. Like, I'm not going to waste hearing you out and talking to you and discussing with you. If I know we're not getting anywhere, I don't even want to hear it to save it. If I know you're lying, a lot of people, and I think that that's something that isn't talked about enough. I think a lot of people do know how to hold conversations. They just know how to lie their way through those conversations. So we hear a lot about conversations, but no changing. And I'm very tired of that. And I don't want even toxic situations in my next relationship. I don't want to have to hear about cheating and girls. Like, that isn't something that I want to be the main focus of my relationship with someone. I want it to be challenges and things that are beneficial to me, that help me grow as a person. I also too don't want to deal with someone who is coming in with other insecurities from other relationships. Like, I'm not them and I'm not going to do that to them, and I'm able to work through stuff. But again, like I said, I feel like we're all young. A lot of people don't know how to work through them, including myself sometimes. So I've just been single. Like, I want somebody with some good old discipline, and I'm learning how to have discipline. So when I meet someone, when God puts me in places where I need discipline, because that's what I've been praying for, because I have recently been smoking so much to the point where it's like really disappointing for me. Like, I've been disappointed in myself because I got to a point where I was not smoking that much actually at all. Like, I was really barely smoking. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. I think when I like go on these benders where like I go out of the country back to back to back and I have so much fun. When I'm in America, I literally remember so much stuff that I went through and it makes me cry. All those thoughts flash through my head. Like, they all flash through my head and like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like, think of like a fucking camera recorder picture, like showing you like all your memories. Just think of that in my head. And that's what's always playing in my head. And I recently stopped going to therapy because it was like this whole insurance issue. So I haven't been able to go for like the last like 2 months. I think my last therapy session kind of triggered me, and I'm gonna avoid it when it comes to certain that topic that we discussed. I know she's thinking like, Rykky, like that's it, because I never reached out again. Like, I never said nothing to her. Even when she would call me to be like, hey, like she would call my personal number, I wouldn't answer. I think that I'm just kind of like embarrassed. Like, after talking, like I feel like she see my shell fall a little bit, is why I was like, Like, never mind, I don't want to do this no more. And I think that's why I've been smoking so much. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling so much stuff. I went out for my friend's birthday weekend. And when I tell you, when we went out, I'm usually the type of friend, especially the whole situation that happened with, you know, Storytime friend back there. Hey, back there. I really didn't overdo it this birthday, like for my friend. We just met this year. You know, we cool. We just met in March, I believe. March, February. It was her birthday this weekend. We went out, and usually when I tell you, I'm the type of friend that I'm like buying sections for my homegirls. Like, I'm the type of friend that's like doing the most, like the absolute most. I didn't do that this time, and in my head I had to keep like letting myself know that like, you're not a bad person for not overcompensating for her birthday. Like, you're not a bad person. You're still there. You're still making sure she's enjoying her time. You're still making sure she's having fun. You're not a bad person. You're not a bad person. Like, I had to keep telling myself that, because let's say I wouldn't pay for like one of her meals, or I wouldn't pay for like the bottle, or I didn't pay for like a section, or I didn't pay for like okay, I got her a gift, but I mean, like, she asked for a very simple gift, like literally a picture of her and her daughter, and I'm over here like, damn, should I get her more? Like, I heard she been talking about this and she been talking about this. I'm literally in my head remembering to myself, like, it's very cool and it's a great friendship. It's still like, just take your time, you know, calm down. I want to be able to move in my own convenience. I want to be able to go and do shit when I want to do it, and that comes with money. So when my friends are with me, obviously if I'm like that, they're benefiting as well. I'm the type of friend I'd be like, oh yeah, let's pay to skip this line. Like, I'm not waiting on it. You get what I'm trying to say? Stuff like that. And I feel like this weekend, I really did not do that. Like, even when it came to going out, I'm one of those who's always down. I'm always ready to go out. I'm always ready to have a good time. Like, if you're asking if we want to go out, don't ask me. Don't ask me. I'm absolutely ready to go out. But this weekend, I was like, I'm not gonna be drinking. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be drinking as much, because I'm not trying to drink as much. And I actually mean that. Like, I'm really not trying to drink that much. I don't drink that much, period. But on top of me smoking so much, I definitely was like, yeah, you need to control yourself in some sort of way. This weekend, when I went out, I was like, damn it, low-key feels different. But it was like, it was a little different because of the fact that I didn't like pay for everybody's shots and pay for everybody. Like, everybody held their own, and I really appreciated that. On my birthday, I paid for my part. So it's not like, oh, people do it for me and I'm just over here not trying to do it for nobody else anymore. It's like, no, I actually do pay for my part. It's just, this time I was like, Rykky, I'm not doing that again. Like, I'm not about to keep, you know, doing the most every fucking time it's somebody's birthday. Like, damn, like, it's okay to say no. Like, even when it comes to like certain things, like, I had someone reach out to me, one of my family members, and be like, hey, can you buy me this? I was like, no. It just be so much. A lot of people be like, why do you always do this for people? You always do this for people, and then you want to be mad and be like, oh, this person's using you. That's not the case. It's just that I'm a nice person. So when I be doing something for somebody, just doing something for somebody, it's never a matter of why am I doing so much for somebody and they're doing so little for me, until it's so obvious that they're doing so little for me, to this point where it's like, oh, bro, I shouldn't even be talking to you. A little stupid situation happened with my grandma when it comes to like Papa and everything, my dog. When I be going out the country and everything, my grandma be watching my dog when my mama can't watch my dog. So like, my mama go on vacation with me, my grandma will take my dog. My grandma don't do nothing. She's retired. She be in the house all day. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, when we went to Jamaica, my grandma was watching my dog. My mom ended up deciding to stay in Jamaica an extra week. So my grandma had my dog an extra week. And I told my grandma I would pay her. Obviously, I pay my grandma every time she watches my dog. When me and my ex used to go out of town and stuff, I literally used to pay my grandma all the time. $150, $100, like literally for one night to watch my dog. Her and my aunt live in the house. Her daughter, who's also 30, she's 30. She's not like a kid, she's 30. Yeah, they both watch Plutos, two of them. One little ass dog. I beat my dog over for every fucking day. They have a backyard, they have a house. Like, this is not New York, this is Connecticut. Let him out in the backyard, go pee, go poo, come in the house, come lay down. You get what I'm saying? It's a dog. It's a dog, it's not a kid. You know, I drop him off with his food, all that. Paying my grandma for it, not a problem. I understand walking dogs is annoying as fuck, but when your dog is potty trained and he pisses and shits on a schedule, he also eats on a schedule, he's very trained. He's not gonna go drink water out the toilet. Like, he's not going to, if he get into something, he'll rip it up. Don't leave no trash open around him. He's gonna stick his nose in it. You get what I'm saying? He's a dog. There was a little situation. My grandma, I was supposed to pay her to watch Pluto, and something had happened where PayPal ended up taking like $2,000 on my car, off my card while in Jamaica. And then I also too had my rent due, so I had to pay my rent and I had to do this and I had to do that. I was overwhelmed. Okay, so I wasn't able to like transfer money out like one of my accounts until a specific day. And when I had flew back into Connecticut, when I tell you, mind you, flight delayed, literally flew out of Jamaica. When I tell you I didn't make it home for 2 days from Jamaica to New York, literally flight got delayed, then it got canceled in Miami, stuck in Miami for the night, got up on a 6 a.m. flight, had to fly to Philly, flight got delayed again, 3 hours, stuck in Philly, then flew to Connecticut, then I had to drive 14 hours home from Connecticut to drop off the rental that my mom had got me because she wanted me to fly into New York. So much work. When I tell you, it was so much going on. She had him for like 2.5 weeks. Again, my mom was on vacation. She extended her stay. I didn't know that. I was supposed to get Pluto actually before I went to Jamaica. The last time I went, which was in the end of August, because I know my mom was going to Jamaica, but she had said like, that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna just let your grandma watch and pay your grandma and then fly into New York when you're flying back from Jamaica instead of flying into Atlanta, because you could just get Pluto, only have to drive 15 hours one way. I'll get your rental car. So that's what ended up happening. I had to drive home that night, but when all the things happened, the money got stolen. I had all this shit going on. I had my rent, they done fucking added like a $300 fee to my fucking rent. I had asked my grandma like, can I send her the money 5 days from that date that I picked up Pluto, because all these things had happened to me and I wanted to make sure like my funds were set until my next deposit, because you know, I only have my credit cards and this amount of money that is actually sendable and spendable. Are you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I just send somebody $100 if I need to pay for something that don't accept, like I can't use my credit card. So that's why I was like to my grandma like, hey boo, can I send you the money? Mind you, I was gonna give my grandma like $4.50 for watching my dog for 2 weeks. This girl gonna get mad at me and say, I would harass this. There's no way me I watch your dog for 3 weeks and you just gone and now y'all come tell me that you know, stop the fuckery, Rykky. And I have my money and stop the fuckery. Like, she listening to me explain this whole story. I'm literally explaining to her. I'm like, you know, I'm explaining to her way up. I was actually talking to my aunt, I wasn't even talking to her. And then she's like, what you say? And then I come over to her and I'm explaining to her like, okay, so then, and she just looking at me. She's like, so how PayPal just come in, people that count and take the money and no, sir, that don't sound right. So I'm getting a little irritated because, you know, I just got off a flight, been in, you know, the same clothes for 2 days. I had a lot going on and now you sitting up here trying to tell me I'm lying. She like, stop the fuckery, Rykky. I had to come home and really be like, oh, I need a breather. Granny, can you give me 5 days? She told me no. I sent her the money and I said, I'm tying my hands to you. I was my granny, like, you shouldn't treat nobody like that. Like, that's, like, am I wrong? I feel like that wasn't wrong. My mom said she feels like when you're doing business, you pay somebody when you tell them you're gonna pay them. And I told my mama, I was like, bro, this is my granny. Like, like, this is my granny. Like, this is my granny who raised me. Like, what do you mean? Oh, this is business. Business for watch a dog? Like, you willing to make your granddaughter cry over fucking $450? Like, you're gonna sit there and watch me like, I'm literally sitting outside her house crying. I told my, I was like, I'm not going back in. Like, I don't fuck her. Like, I don't even fuck. And when you ask why I don't fuck with her, like, cause I already had like a little roughy relationship with my grandma, and she would come on and be like, hey, so Rykky hasn't been talking to me. She don't pick up my phone calls, and it's because it's like you always ask me for something when you need something. Like when my grandma had surgery, I'm the only fucking grandkid she don't really do nothing for, and then she like called me like, hey, can you carry me here? When her friend was dying in the beginning of the year from cancer, I took my grandma up to every single time my grandma needed to see her friend before she died. Every single time, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I was picking her up to go get my great grandma. Oh yeah, I'm like, damn, $450 will ruin a relationship with your grandparent. And I'm like, why? And I promise you, there's so much stuff that led up to me making that decision where I was like, nope. Like, this is one of those moments where it's like, no matter how much you want to talk and you want to be one of those understanding people, nope, shut your mouth, send the money, keep it pushing. I have so many goals for Heavyset. I want to start a robe line and do so much stuff, and I can't do that always being high. I can't do that if I'm not getting my work done because I'm high all the time. But honestly, I do be getting a lot of my work done high. To give myself a little pat on the back, I'm starting to see like the common denominator, and it's literally the fact that I smoke so much, even when it comes to expenses. But I'm trying to budget correctly because of the fact that like I want to start getting properties out the country and in the country, and I want to start making big moves soon, and I can't do that if I'm just not seeing a problem with spending $500 on ZA a month, $1,000 on ZA a month. Like, bitch, who the fuck is you feeling like, Snoop Dogg? I'm trying to do a 1 spliff a day type of thing with having PCOS and everything. I've been like really interested in going to get like the fertility test. Birth control has not been something that has ever been on my brain since, you know, I was on it when I was younger. My last relationship, when I tell you guys, I wanted to have that man's kid so bad. I wanted to, not even that man's kids. No, like, I mean, it was my boyfriend, so I could say that. Like, can I say that without it being weird? Like, I wanted to have kids with that person. How do I word this? How do I word this without being weird? I feel like being in a relationship gave me that stability to be like, if I was to get pregnant and I was to have kids, it's okay. Like, I'm okay with having a baby with this person. When it comes to my dating life now, I be like, I don't want to have none of these babies. I don't want to do nothing the wrong way. Or you know what I'm saying? Like when you have your own personal goals, I'm 22 and I had a pregnancy scare in like the beginning around my birthday. I had like a very big pregnancy scare. When I tell you I was scared, like, yeah, I had to go get a blood test because all the tests were showing up negative. My period was late for weeks. Like my period was like 23 days late, 23 days late. Because I get my period all the time. I know I have PCOS, so I used to have regular periods, but my periods are not regulated, especially after I lost weight. When I say that period, I ain't never missed a period in a month. I missed that period. When I say I had every motherfucking pregnancy symptom, like nipples was harder than a motherfucker, like painful. Like I couldn't wear a shirt and like rub my bra, like rub it through my shirt without it hurting. Like even with a bra on, like ouch, like nips hurt, nauseous, sleeping all day. I was eating everything. I was emotional. I was crying. Like my period symptoms are very similar to pregnancy symptoms. So I noticed when I'm about to get my period, it literally will feel like a baby is in my belly. So when I became sexually active again after being single for a while and not really doing nothing, I wasn't really considering the fact that like in my last relationship, we really did what we wanted to do. And I don't want to just have a baby by someone just because I like you and I'm just fucking you. Like, no, I want more for myself. I don't want to just be nobody's baby mama. I've been like debating, like, should I get on birth control? Should I know if I'm infertile? Because if I'm infertile, then there's no point in me getting on birth control. The risk is 50%, so don't get on birth control. Just be careful. Like, I want to know more about myself, but I've been like scared. I don't know why. I feel like every time I go to the doctor, especially since I've been younger, I have this like little scare, like they not gonna take me serious. Like, girl, just lose some weight and you can't have kids. Like, just lose some weight. I just kind of want to hear my medical breakdown rather than like, oh, what to do to change it. Like, no, just give me what the fuck it is and then let me get the work out. I'll handle it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll crack your knuckles and you know you get on the Google and you get on the internet and you make sure you, what does this benefit, and you got to take your vitamins. That's also another reason why I don't like having multiple partners. I don't like having and doing what multiple people, because of the fact that you never fucking know. Like, you need your STD test. You got, girls, get your STD test, and you need to know who the fuck gonna be the father of your child. Like, girl, we not gonna continue the patterns in the old school days where you ain't know who the fuck your baby daddy was. Like, baby, we gonna know who the fuck our baby daddy was. And I'm not messing around with a random who I feel like has multiple other partners as well. So it's like, okay, but I be telling him all the time he's older than me. So I always be like, you know, I'm young. I'm like, you're a couple years older than me. I'm 22. I don't want to get kids and I don't want to have kids and things of that sort. And he'd be like, yeah, I could wait too, but like, you know, like, I love you, so if you need that, just let me know. You know, that man, they easy them motherfuckers. But yeah, so I've just been trying to wait and like really get my health together because I want to be my dream girl. Like, I want it to be a day where I literally get up in the morning and I look in the mirror and I'm like, I love you. I tried to cover some topics that I feel like some people were kind of interested in. I get asked a lot of those questions. And if you guys have any like suggestions or like you've done it or you've done the fertility test, drop a little bit in the comments about like how that process is, because I do and I am looking forward to it. I kind of just want to rip the band-aid off. So hey, y'all let me know what y'all think. But yeah, that was my TED Talk for today. Drop your opinions on the topics that I talked about in this video. Stay beautiful and stay blessed. I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to shop Heavyset. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.